So here in this video, we are going to talk about something called MobX. MobX actually came from React Native. So like it was really popular in React Native. So it had to find its way into Flutter as well. So MobX is a state management library that can be used in Flutter to manage and update the state of the Flutter application. It follows the observable reactive programming paradigm, alright, which means that changes made to the state of an application are automatically reflected in the UI. In MobX, the state of an application is defined as a set of observable variables or objects. When an observable variable is updated, all the dependent components in the UI that use that variable are automatically re-rendered to reflect the new state. MobX also provides the concept of actions, which are functions that modify the state of an application. Actions can be decorated with the term @actions annotation to ensure that any updates to the state of the application are done automatically, which helps to prevent the inconsistencies in the application state. So overall, MobX provides a simple and efficient way to manage the state of a Flutter application, and it is used in combination with other Flutter state management solutions such as Provider or something like Riverpod. Right. So this is the library which we are going to be using mainly, and there are some other libraries as well. For example, Flutter MobX. Yeah, we are going to be using this libraries and two more. The other one is Build Runner. This is going to be in the dev dependency, all right? And other one is the MobX code gen. This one. Alright, so for this exact video, we are actually going to use the Android Studio because in FlutLab we cannot use the terminal because they haven't yet implemented that exact new feature yet, right? So what can we do here? So we can just go to the Android Studio here. I have just created a basic application as of now. It has like my app, which is a stateless widget, which has a material app, and it has a theme of dark theme, right? To just get the dark theme, you just need to write here theme.data.dark, and it's going to automatically change to the dark theme. And in the home, we have the counter view. Let's click on it and to open it. And it is very basic, just simple counter application. I can show you that exact application over here. So yeah, this is the application. You increase the counter. Oh, the counter over here is very small. It's too small, just like Kim Kardashian's brain. Anyways, no offense to anyone, it was just a joke. So yeah, let me just, get the font size right here. And there you have it. All right, so the next thing for us to do is to go to the library, and here we need to create a new file. Okay, so we are just going to update the counter variable using MobX. So that's the exact agenda of this video, so stick to it. And here I'm going to name it counter.dart. Right, here we are going to actually implement a partial class. So let me write here class counter equals counter base. We haven't created it, so just relax. Underscore dollar counter. Okay, so this width is actually makes sense, and here we need to, like, this counter is actually going to host our entire business logic. So let me write here counter dot g dot dart. All right, so this has to be the same name as the counter, and then add the g dot dart because we are going to generate a file as of now. Okay, so right now we're just going to create an abstract class at first. Abstract class counter base with store. Yeah, store is from like the MobX. Let me just create the brackets here. Now the terminal which was missing from here, we need to just like go to the terminal, and here we need to run the package. So let's run Flutter. All right, so before moving forward, I just need to show you what are the packages I have imported and where I have imported it. So I have imported the Flutter MobX, then MobX, okay, in the dependency section. In the dev dependency, that means it's going to be these packages, build runner and MobX code gen, they are only going to be available for the developers to use. It's not going to be there in the user's end. So yeah, we have used these two variables. So after writing them down, make sure to hit pub get, and after that write flutter packages pub run build runner build. It's going to generate the file for us. So it showed us an error. Let me see what mistake we have done. Oh, so this build runner needs to have an underscore. Let's run it and see what we get over here. Let's wait for a while till it loads up. So I made a small typo over there, right? It was supposed to be like flutter packages pub run build runner then watch, and it's like completing the script. So let's wait for it to do, and we are almost done. So yeah, it's done over here as of now, and you can see that the counter G value is here. This is the generate function. Okay, so let's move forward with the values. So inside the class, let me write this annotation, and this is going to be called observable. Okay, and let's give it a value of int value equals to 0. So this is going to be the value, and then let's do an action. In the action, I want to do like void increment. Yeah, and I mean this terminal is actually still working as of now. So yeah, it might actually take some time, but we can move forward with the rest of the code. So this increment is just going to increase the value. Just do a plus plus and that's it. Now let's go back to our counter view. Let's instantiate the counter as of now. So let me write final counter equals counter. Let me just hide this part of the code as well. And then we are also going to remove this on pressed part, and since this is going to be like a single line function, let's do this thing, and here we just want to call counter dot, this is the counter, right? Counter dot increment. Yeah, perfect. And here in this counter, what we want to do is that we want to tap into the value, and let's convert it to the string as well. Now, instead of this just text over here, we need to wrap it with an observer widget. So let me just wrap it with a widget, and I'm going to call observer. Yeah, let's make sure to import the value as well. It's from MobX. And we don't need to tap into the child property. We need to tap into the builder. And then it just needs a context. So this observable actually updates the value. text. So this observable, it only updates the widgets on which is inside it, right? So make sure you remember that. So finally, after stopping this application and then rerunning it, we are finally done with the MobX, and you can see that when we press the value actually increases, right? So just like what we did over here in this increment part, let's maybe create a function which actually resets the value. So I'm going to tap into the actions of the app bar, and I'm going to call an icon button here. In the on pressed section, we are going to, let me just finish up the icons part as well. Icons dot refresh. Perfect. And inside the icon button, I'm going to add counter dot reset, and I haven't created this function yet. So let me go to the counter, and let's create an action, and it's going to be called void reset. In this reset, we are just going to change the value to 0. Perfect. Let's reload this application and see how it looks like as of now. Let me increase it, and let me just use it again, and here you can see that it is working perfectly. All right, see you in the next video.